White Rabbit Gaming versus PunX Interactive. Both of these guys have had fantastic games running up until now, but sometimes the luck of the draw is just that you run up against people you're not quite good enough to beat just yet. But, the beauty of Dota lower bracket is there's always a way back in. Tonight, I'll be helping you off as the shoutcaster, and joining me, my good friend Graham, otherwise known as Kitsune or better.
Because they are. And one of the interesting things in Dota tournaments is teams that go through the lower brackets multiple times throughout Dota 2 history have actually improved during the tournament. Like you can see from their first game and think, puck's through, yes! Sorry.
Hey! Puck first pick, easy peasy.
Yeah.
How is it? It has to be puck first pick, right?
Yeah.
It's so broken at the moment. There's no reason.
It has to be.
Yes! Not even surprised. And in the first game that we've seen in this tournament, Puck has made it through the draft stage, friends. And Mars getting picked up on the opposition side.
Yeah. So as I was saying, sometimes you can actually see a team's first game of the tournament, and then they went through the lower brackets, and you see their last game, and it's a completely different team.
A good example of that is, I think it was 7. Yeah, TR7, Liquid.
Yeah, exactly.
They by the time they got to the final round, they were basically just unstoppable. They just got better and better and better. And that was the tournament where Mind Control got man of the tournament. And basically did it off of the back of Reviving Nature's Prophet. That was a good time for me.
Yeah, your favorite hero.
I'm a filthy rat, and I regret nothing.
Hey, don't worry, I'm a rat too. We both play rat Dota.
Yeah. Well, to talk about the bans, as Ogre Major, another very strong meta hero getting picked up. OD, Nyx, Rubik, and Morphling. Other than the Rubik, I don't think anything ridiculously, different getting banned out there. The main shake-up so far being Puck making it through.
Yeah. It's interesting that they banned Rubik, because Rubik can get a ton of catch from the range, or the range stacking items, like you get Aether Lens, you get his talent, and then he can just lift you up from the other side of the map. But the other thing is you can also ban Rubik if you feel like picking stuff like, let's say, Enigma or Magnus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so far they have a bit of a wombo combo forming up when you have the combination of Mars and Phoenix.
Yes.
Like if you catch the entire enemy team in the arena with an egg going on the outside, it's not going to be a good day for them.
Yeah, so the idea with the Mars and Phoenix is either you Phoenix egg and then put the arena around the egg, so they have to try and get into the arena to break the egg, or you arena and then the egg goes off outside when they can't
with the
get
enemy
to
team internally.
Yeah.
It's also got a nice little extra way to cancel any blink daggers, a la Puck, maybe. You still, if you play it right and things like that, there are still ways out for Puck, but it's definitely a nice way to deal with it.
Yeah, but PunX needs to ban Snapfire. They need to realize Snapfire is still in the pool and ban them.
As opposed, well, I suppose it'll work nicely on both teams actually.
Yeah, so they either need to pick it or ban it, because Snapfire just deletes.
They get first pick though as well.
Yeah,
as we find Windrunner, Wraith King, and Jug being banned out on the side of White Rabbit. So, again, Windrunner I haven't actually seen a lot of in this tournament, now that I think about it, on bans or picks.
Yeah.
Whereas on the other side, we have Void Spirit and Legion getting banned out.
It's because people have the idea that she's kind of like a YOLO hero. She's a 50-50.
Yeah.
But I say, with the addition of all the different items that you can get on her now, you're not just pigeonholed into the Javelin build. It is really strong still, but you can get a whole bunch of different things. Ooh, Treant.
The tree gets picked.
This is Teamfight Central on PunX.
Yeah, Jesus. And all of them strength heroes up until now, and there is still a Timbersaw available in the pool, I'd like to add. And Timbersaw, I personally think, is very, very strong at the moment. So that might be a nice little trick for White Rabbit. It also adds to a bit of beef in the front line. The only downside being that there is a fair amount of magic damage coming out so far from PunX.
Yeah. Timbersaw Undying, and then you just ruin the strength hero's laning stage. But
no. Timbersaw and with Undying, it's obviously more about your laning stage side, but with Timbersaw, that the percentage reduction never gets bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you can stack up to 32%, I think, if you get 2 at... Oh, a Tidehunter, okay.
I am so happy I'm finally seeing Tidehunter. He's
Still
so
a tanky
good.
frontliner. He is very, very good at the moment. And against this team where they have such a big team fight, Tidehunter with that Kraken Shell being able to remove the lockdown means there's no ridiculous burst just yet. So he'll probably be able to get that Ravage off every time.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. You can use Ravage in a defensive capacity and also in an offensive capacity.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Radiant
Yeah.
team picked.
Oh, Gyrocopter. The big team fight just keeps on rolling, boys.
Yeah. I'd just like to say Snapfire is still really good for White
Both
Rabbit,
sides,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah. But more for White Rabbit.
As in, okay. The Wombo combo.
Remaining.
If we get to see one of these Wombo combos, this is going to be one of those like disappearing moments. Ooh.
Ursa. Nice.
We haven't really mentioned Ursa. He's also been so strong as of late.
Yeah, the main thing that makes him so strong is the fact that he can enrage and just not die.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Also,
it's also not the worst X in the world either. Like if against a Wombo combo team like this, where they've used half of their stuff, they managed to lock you down and just use your ult and nothing matters.
Yeah. One of the things about Ursa, he used to be very easy to kite, like you could just run away from him. But now that they've added range on his hop, it's a bit harder to do.
Well, a very long time taken there to ban out the Lina on the side of a White Rabbit.
I like the Lina ban just because it's a burst damage hero, and whenever there's a Lina on the opposite team, if she engages on you, you have literally like a split second to react. Otherwise, you're just dead.
And with a team like this where they have so much AoE, maybe the idea is that they need one point target hero left. So Lion is still in the pool. I know he's not hugely loved in terms of the high bracket area.
Yeah. Pugna's
No, they are still missing. They don't have a mid. That's correct.
Radiant team ban.
So yeah, not Lion. Then I would say you're right. Pugna would be a fairly good pick here, with the amount of magic they have as well. And Mr. Analyst Man in the background here, busy throwing out the silencer as well. I mean, silencer on both sides would be good because I mean, when you're looking at a team, this but silencer would be a bit awkward to fit in for White Rabbit though.
Yeah, and for PunX, if they go silencer, I don't quite like it because of Kraken Shell and Ursa's ult. I think Ursa can still ult if he has Ags and he's silenced, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not sure. I think it's just disables. I don't think it's
through disables.
Silence.
Oh.
DP is a good ban though from White Rabbit.
Yep.
If that had been added to the pool, that's actually she does a fair amount of magic, but her ghosts are obviously physical, so that would have been a nice little addition to the pile.
Snapfire, come on, White Rabbit.
Wait, so do they think it's a puck off lane?
Yeah, they think it's a puck off lane, but then that would be a tied fourth then.
Or tied one position, but then there's an Ursa 1, so puck 4? I don't know. I personally think puck is too good to not play mid at the moment, but
yeah,
we'll have to see what happens, I guess.
Come on, White Rabbit, Snapfire, do it. You know you want to do it.
They have a lot of time left.
Yeah.
The picks haven't been rapid like we've seen in one or two other games, but no one's really eaten into their leftover time, so they've got plenty of time to think through this last pick.
One of the things about Snapfire that's so good is if she gets the Nom, the Aghanim Scepter, she can eat the Tidehunter and then just shoot him into the enemy team.
Yeah, that could be quite fun to see. Or Ursa. An angry Ursa suddenly being in the middle of your team isn't fun either.
Yeah, it reminds me of Red Alert where you could use parachuting bears.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. I've got to say, just a little bit of breaking the fourth wall at the moment. Someone's cooking bacon near me and it smells freaking amazing.
I know how that feels when you're smelling the bacon, like, I want it.
Dire team pick.
Last pick, Winter Wyvern.
I like it actually.
That's you know, for a team that is so wombo combo orientated, you drop that ult and all of a sudden the entire thing is messed up.
Yeah. Also, the thing is, it's definitely like no matter what, Winter Wyvern can just remove someone from a fight for five or so seconds.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
Ember
basically
Spirit.
Select your hero.
Oh.
Ember Spirits into White Rabbit Gaming's team. I don't
Against
know
Puck.
about that.
Ember against Puck is a difficult one.
And Winter Wyvern also. Like,
Hmm.
Winter Wyvern can't kill Ember Spirit, but if you could just remove him from a fight and then kill the rest of his team, he can't really do much on his own.
Yeah. Whew, this game is it's looking spicy, I think.
It is a
the
Puck
correct
mid.
term. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, and after the pick of the Winter Wyvern, that was always going to be fairly obvious.
Yeah.
It's looking spicy.
I
looking
agree
spicy.
completely. This game is interesting. Do you have a favorite in the draft so far?
I would say that PunX's draft works better together, like they have more synergy. But White Rabbit Gaming definitely has the better heroes for this meta.
Yeah, it's a very interesting one. And the thing is, they work together very, very well, but that Winter Wyvern's going to be a bit of a lottery for them. Because if Winter Wyvern gets an ult off and it manages to break a team fight, then it might just all collapse from there.
Yeah.
So
The
do you
one
have
thing
your favorite?
I would actually say PunX is favored,
PunX.
simply because the only thing that White Rabbit Gaming has to deal with the egg is Ursa overpower, and he's a melee, so he has to actually get up to the egg to kill it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with White Rabbit this game. I don't know why. I couldn't point out exactly why. I just think Puck is so good in this current meta, and I think they have what they need to deal with this. So it's we'll see what happens, I guess. Our analyst is busy having a little bit of a freak out session about the Ursa stats we just saw there. Oh my. All right, well, here we are. Start of game number 1 in this best of 3 lower brackets. And I probably wouldn't have to remind you, but loser of this best of 3 is going to go home empty-handed. So definitely a lot of line on the moment. Apparently they get some event points. I don't know what those count towards, but we'll see. Rankings, apparently. So there we go. Okay, so all right. So basically, it's you're gonna get naughty points for this. It's a short version. I am making the analyst have an aneurysm. It's going to count towards basically pro level points and things like that. So they might be able to use those to cash in getting in bigger tournaments and such. But anyway, let's get through that. So to start off, Mr. RDK on the Ursa, Repo on the Ogre Magi. They look like they're going to be our safe lane combination. MD on the Puck, the scary character of the moment, in mid position. And off lane, Harry the Hams and Precious Petunia. A better name combination you have not heard in a long time.
Oh, Ursa just got pinned to the tree. He is going down very quickly.
As a fight breaking up, one more hit.
There you go.
We'll get him. Yeah, first blood. So nice
That's
little start
really
there. That's,
good.
Maybe a little bit of misjudging from White Rabbit there. Not quite realizing.
Yeah, not quite
Repo
realizing
did get the
there are
bounty
three
though, so it's a 3-to-1 bounty. So not the end of the world.
Yeah, that's a really good thing though. Killing the Ursa early. Just if you manage to keep Ursa down, you can sort of break his snowball before it gets going.
Yeah, it's fairly difficult. I'm going to assume it's the normal build of going into a Battle Fury. And if you keep that Battle Fury slow, it's always going to be a bit of a hard one back from it for Ursa.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and rattle off quickly on the opposite side. We have Nemi playing PunX's safe lane, currently solo on the Gyrocopter. Mid lane, Soup playing your Ember Spirit. And then in your off lane, we have Nibbling Monkey and the guy next door on Phoenix and Mars, respectively. It looks like we have had Jace joining top lane, and he's our last but not least on PunX, playing your Treant Protector. As a bottom lane, the the early fighting is going on now as Guy next door almost gets himself a free career kill, but just not quite the range on the attack for the last one.
Yeah. Thinking about lanes, Ogre Ursa is horrific.
Yeah. It's such a scary meta combo at the moment. As Precious Petunia in top lane, they're really being faced down. Harry there, he will be able to slow them down. The early Arctic Breath slowing down, doing a decent amount of damage too, actually, in return.
He also body blocked the rocket barrage.
Yeah, saw that. Oh, MD needs to be so careful here in mid. He's already getting very, very low.
He's fine.
Do you have a lane here that you think is going to be interesting?
Okay, so our analyst just said that MD and Soup specialize in Ember and Puck respectively. So this is basically comfort pick versus comfort pick.
Yeah. And apparently both do both, so they should also know each other.
What each other want to do,
you know, through and through, which will definitely make something like this a very, very interesting situation. So
yeah.
To finish up the thought though, what do you reckon bottom lane's the one to watch out for as far as kills go? As I say that, Repo finds himself in an interesting position where he's going to get run down and will eventually die just to...
Yeah, it's because...
damage. RDK needs to be careful though, with a couple more spirits and some extra time. Oh, no, but RDK might be one more tap. He won't.
No, he's going really low and now he needs to watch out. Ooh. Yeah, the other thing to watch out for...
I forgot we're in South Africa. Thanks for reminding me, everybody.
The other thing we need to watch out for is for the top lane of Dire. The Winter Wyvern and Tidehunter combo.
Yeah.
It's very much like Mercy in Overwatch, where it does a surprising amount of damage if you're not ready for it.
The meme lives on.
Yes.
Well,
so basically...
I know exactly what you mean, though. Both of them also... in this lane, it's a fairly hard one to kill, I feel. With the combination of the heal from Winter Wyvern and the Kraken Shell.
Yeah, definitely. Ember versus Puck is actually slightly Ember favored.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Even given the moment?
Yeah. Despite the fact that Puck is slightly overtuned. It's my favorite hero, so I'm not going to say anything bad about it. But despite the fact that she's slightly overtuned at the moment, Ember is the better laner of the two, just because he can actually get rid of a lot of her damage with Flame Guard.
Sure.
And also, if he manages to Searing Change her, that is a ton of damage that's just guaranteed.
You can't avoid it.
Yeah.
And you can see that MD hasn't even bothered to level up phase shift just yet.
Yeah, well, you can't really level it up against Ember, because if he Searing Chains you can't actually phase shift out of it.
Sure. And you can't, like, with the exception of an auto attack every now and then, there's not a huge amount that you can actually dodge necessarily. Because if he uses Sleight of Fist and there's a few creeps around, then it's a bit random as to where he's going to jump, so it's complicated to dodge.
Yeah. All right. The analyst just said he's pretty sure he can phase shift while he's rooted, so excuse me, I'm going to do an internet search.
Yeah, you do your thing. So, okay. So, yeah, carrying on with the information being fed in from one side. Amber got nerfed, so he can't do anything while he's rooted, but apparently Puck can. So there we go. Favoritism. Volvo, what are you doing? No, but I am also a big fan of Puck myself, so I'm just enjoying the role at the moment. And you are right, I wouldn't call it overpowered at the moment. But the thing is, when it comes to Dota, which is such like a carefully balanced game, where a couple of percent either way is enough to like just completely break the meta. A hero that even has a 55% win rate at the professional level could cause big problems. I mean, that's why IO has been so strong for so long and has been tweaked so often. just because it can make those couple percentage differences, as we find ourselves with unpause. The best thing about pauses in South Africa is they eventually end sometime. Be it what's the word I'm looking for?
Okay.
Qualification.
So.
Oh, MD mid.
Yeah.
Getting very low. One or two more attacks. But now Soup on the return with.
He's got the
one
bottle.
More.
No, he's fine.
No, okay.
Yeah, and
MD not wanting to commit either.
I just looked it up. 7.22b. They changed phase shift to be castable while rooted.
Oh, there we go. Da da da. So we never teach you anything, even if it was out of our own
ignorance,
incompetence at the beginning. You say incompetence. That's a nice way to put it.
I say ignorance. Oh,
bottom
Phoenix
lane,
going
nibbling.
very low.
There's that sudden burst that the lane brings so regularly. As RDK getting a bit low, he's going to try and commit. He doesn't quite get Nibbling Monkey. One extra attack either way would have done it, but now it looks like they might just be able to bring Repo down for his troubles as well. Monkey is currently ignited, but it's only a low level 1, so it's not going to be able to kill him. Only level 1 still.
Honestly, I would actually prefer people to level that up more.
What, ignite higher?
Yeah.
It's very,
so
very strong at the moment.
I would say it's honestly his strongest skill.
Yeah. I don't know. He did want access to all 3 of his abilities, so I guess you can't fault him for that. But I think the Enrage level 1... No, sorry, Bloodlust level 1, not Enrage. Looking at Ursa while talking about the Ergometer. The Bloodlust level 1 really is not very potent. So...
Yeah. It's really a balancing act, because it's like Ignite gets you kills, but if you level Enrage from 3 to 5... then you can just accelerate your carry's farm so quickly.
Yeah. Oh, MD busy maximizing his ability as we find a Dream Coil is being used. Very much more defensive than anything else, though. Maybe MD thinking there was a little bit more of a change in power there than maybe it was actually currently available.
Yeah. He misplaced the Dream Coil a bit, but he was getting gone on, so he needed to react quickly.
Oh, Nibbling Monkey bottom, going very, very low again, as Repo causing a proper rash of himself.
Yeah.
Top lane, Gyrocopter also going a little bit low with a little bit of poking coming out from Harry the Hun. This top lane has been very, very stable.
Oh, guy next door is going down to the swipe of the Ursa. Ursa managed to get...
was left alone.
Yeah, he managed to get a 6 stack of Fury swipes, and I don't care how much damage you ignore with Bulwark, but that's still going to kill you. He hasn't even gotten Bulwark.
That's an interesting one, especially when you're trying to melee against them. It's top lane. It looks like they're trying to go on Petunia here. With a little bit more damage, they will be able to kill him, but not before Ham manages to get himself a kill, and now Super's here, so they will be able to get themselves a second. So it's a 2-for-1 trade with 4 people coming all the way up here from PunX.
Yeah, Harry just accepted his fate there, and I don't blame him. Haste Rune Ember TPing in.
I tell you, guy next door, this lane is starting to look a little bit difficult for him. But, you know, all the kills are definitely going the way of PunX so far, as mid lane, MD using Dream Coil once again. Looks like he might be able to bring Soup down. A little bit of extra damage should just be able to get... No.
Nah.
With the jump away, he does manage to get away.
He needs to watch out
these mid laners are fighting each other down so often, but no
guy next door is going down as well.
Bottom lane
and Harry.
The one more pulse, they won't be able to do it. RDK, he's too low. He backs up.
Yeah.
The aggression being turned on a little bit from both teams here. But interestingly enough, even though there is a kill advantage, the gold is only just barely as nibbling. Top lane goes so low again. Man, the fights are just constant all over the place at the moment.
There are still 3
they're last hitting. They are last hitting ahead at the moment. White Rabbit, as the spear connects but doesn't hit a tree. Luckily for RDK. It looks like they're going to be able to try and go on Jace. That should just be an easy kill. Yeah.
Holy crap, man.
Yeah,
Middle.
mid lane again. These two guys pumping each other, and
Yep.
finally one of them goes down as MD.
Goes down and gets tipped. Feels bad, man.
He gets the tip from 2.
Yep.
There are some women who like that, you know.
Oof.
I'm sorry, this is a family stream. I've been told no.
Yeah, this is a Christian
I wasn't
server.
given. I was
RDK is
not given
going
any more
down low.
details. No, as bottom lane, nibbling monkey on a killing spree.
Yeah, Phoenix does do a lot of damage if he manages to get the fire spirits down. It's a skill shot, and usually skill shots are rewarded very heavily in Toza.
Well, as I was talking about how their farm is managing to keep them up and above water, the kills keep racking up for PunX here. But yeah, it's all around the map too. It's not one lane at the moment as RDK decides bugger that he's going top lane.
Super's going back
correct
in.
kill through Trace.
Yep, Super's coming back in on MD, but this is
Top lane, they do manage to get him with RDK's help coming top lane. Soup bails out.
Yep. He was going to go on MD, but it was a bait. Luckily, he had a fire spirit. Bottom.
Bottom lane. Jeez, the fights are happening everywhere across the map at the moment, and we lose in quick succession. One top for the side of PunX and one bottom. So,
Yep, that was an arena of blood while the 3 supports were there, so just so much damage stacking up.
Yeah.
From the Nature's Grasp, from the Phoenix DOT.
It looks like they want to try and pound down Nemi again on top lane here. He doesn't have any way of getting out of here, and the damage very, very quickly stacking up. There is no help coming out from the Phoenix, so they're going to have to stop. But those are not long cooldowns. Like, they can just do that again now.
Yeah.
As I feel like RDK has been chugging the hell out of souls this game. I think that's like his 3rd or 4th that I've seen this game already.
Has he been chugging us, or have his supports been getting
No,
it?
his supports might have been getting it for him, but either way, he's still been chugging them.
Well, so long as he can keep on farming, I suppose that's what he wants.
Yeah, sure. Especially if it's not him paying for them.
Yeah. Speaking of this mid game that we're going into, I prefer Radiant's team.
A little bit less reliant on big abilities.
Yeah, and Gyrocopter isn't
They're
actually...
poking Soup down, but they need to be very careful here, as there's a lot of damage coming out very quickly on Soup, but they don't have any vision. The invisibility ring.
Oh,
Gaben says no.
I'm just gonna say, I'm that puck that gets phase shift as my first ability, and the fact that MD hasn't gotten it up until this point is kind of triggering me.
He still hasn't got it. That's fantastic. Well, I mean, to be fair, the guy has a much higher rank than you, so clearly he knows something we don't. As bottom lane, Arena of Blood being used on Petunia, and it looks like they're going to be able to move forward and try to go on him a little bit here. He doesn't have Ravage for another 12 seconds, but there's the delay. With a little bit more delay in time, he does have in 5 seconds. Will he be able to get it off? No. They managed to kill him as the egg going on in the background manages to take down the Ogre Magi as well, and they should just be able to bring down Winter Wyvern for free, as he does get a return kill. They're not all for nothing, but it's a 3-for-1 in the end.
Yeah.
And you have to feel like if they didn't kill Tidehunter right then, and the Ravage went off, that fight could have been very awkward.
Yeah, that was... The fact that the Ravage came online as he died was very unfortunate for the side.
No, another 2 seconds, and that really could have gone awfully for the side of PunX.
Okay, so it looks like Puck is going the magic damage build. Just picked up the cast range for the talent.
Okay. Well, I mean, it could also just be a hybrid. It's just a hybrid build. I mean, because he is going the Witchblade.
Yeah.
He was fairly committed already anyway, but, you know.
Well, we'll see what he decides to go for this next item. And we don't see...
There's double damage being defended by Nibbling here, but decides against it. Yeah, that was a scan. Let them know someone was nearby, and they went, nope, nope, nope. Let's just not take the chance.
So Ember Spirit's picking up Maelstrom.
Nice. Ember Maelstrom. Well, that's fairly... That's very, very normal for now. As top lane, it looks like we might have the first tower going down soon, as once again we find ourselves with a pause.
Yep. The Maelstrom on the Ember is fairly standard for either build, so it doesn't really show you what he's going to do.
I think there's about 3 different ways you can go, and all 3 require getting Maelstrom first items. So
Yeah. Unless you're up against a PL, in which case you better get Battle Fury very quickly.
yeah, now in pub matches without people being somewhat coordinated, going up against PL is just awful. Well, we find ourselves at the pause. At the moment, everything very, very even. There's a clear kill advantage, obviously, for PunX at the moment, but the gold, still, it's only less than 1,000, but still in the favor of White Rabbit. So they're clearly getting a lot more out of the map across the board, and you can sort of see that in the net worths of their cores. They're all very, very even at the moment, whereas Mars is lacking behind just a little bit at the moment.
What are the big items you think we should be watching for?
Once Puck gets I assume there's a Blink Dagger following the Witch's Blade. That should be a fairly scary start, because that allows them to do the long range initiations. And when you combine up Dream Call with Ursa, yeah. And obviously, while we're talking about Ursa, Battle Fury
from Ursa. We're getting 2 Yules on the side of PunX on the Mars and the Phoenix.
Okay, obviously for Ursa, I assume.
Yeah, and then...
Oh, yeah, no, it'll be for Ursa more than anything else.
Ags on Gyrocopter, so he's coming online pretty late compared to going any of the other builds for him.
But you also know that you can also tell that he knows he's a little bit behind, because he went the Witch's Blade first item, and that's it's an item that is about getting as much like value for money now as you can, rather than saving up for a little bit. So he knows he's a little bit behind, I'd assume at this point. But he really isn't that far behind. The best player on White Rabbit being only 300 and a little bit ahead. So
yeah,
maybe he's a little bit further back than he thinks.
But if you think about it, as soon as Ursa gets Battle Fury, he can farm a lot faster than Gyro.
Oh yeah. Looks like they want to try and go on Soup here. Finds himself in an interesting situation. He will get Winter's Curse.
Oh no.
He does have the Remnant, but
holy crap.
He took a lot of damage from that, actually. Holy crap, the stacks.
Yeah, so you can't damage anyone, but you can still attack them.
Build.
So the stacks still build for Ursa.
That was classy. I like that.
So that's the combo that they're going with. I actually really like that.
Yeah. It's not like a game-ending combo, but it's definitely very cute. As it looks like PunX are going for the Tower of the End, and they might actually end up taking it before here. Yeah, with Nemi and guy next door. No reaction from just yet. There's a lot of TPs going in mid. MD and Petunia in a very awkward situation here. MD definitely being the main thing, but there's the Ravage followed up with the Dream Call, and there is Reaper here in the backline, and they are going to be able to slow down Soup long enough. He can't jump away just yet, but looks like finally does, but gets brought down anyway by MD. Guy next door coming to try and save, but it's just too late.
Yeah,
Puck, a beautiful turnaround from White Rabbit there.
Puck jumping in with the Phasia, with the Waning Rift.
Yeah, no, I managed to finish off before Ember Spirit could do anything cute.
Tips coming out.
Oh no!
Game is hard.
Little bit of gamesmanship going on at the moment. You can't blame them.
Yep.
At the moment, you got to take every opportunity you can to get in the enemy heads.
Thinking about it, the fact that Ember Spirit did have a remnant there is quite helpful getting back into farming.
Right, yeah. Then come back straight away. MD needs to be very careful. He's now been held in place.
Yeah.
But guy next door might just pay for it with his life at the moment. As there is a base shift here, able to bring it down, but there's Nibbling Monkey in the backline, keeping it on with the Sun Ray. But they're going to be able to turn around. A lot of people arriving from White Rabbit here, and Soup finding himself just far out of position here. Winter's Curse capturing Nibbling Monkey in the backline. Oh, the plays!
Ooh, and then the Waning Rift.
Classy!
The Waning Rift Illusionary Orb combo doing so much damage to Phoenix.
That was really classy from Winter there. Oh, in the dive from Hams.
Yeah, that was really well played by WRG.
And the net worth graph. Well, before that fight, I was having a look and they were 1k ahead, and that should be around about a 3k swing just from that one fight, as they found themselves 4,000 net worth ahead after one fight. And Soup maybe finding himself as bottom lane, he's trying to go in an RDK, trying to make something happen around the map, but he needs to be so careful here, as one more attack just doesn't quite do it, but they will be able to pin him up against the wall. He's trying to turn around, trying to fight, but they're just holding him at bay, and the most awkward pauses of all time.
He's dead no matter what.
Simultaneously in top lane, MD will be bringing down Jace. That's called. I don't know what school of economics he went to, but this does not look like a good trade deal to me.
Yeah. All I can say is the fact that
Soup, by the way, lived by the glory of a wand and a wand alone.
Yeah.
He managed to get the one charge off just before the last attack hit him.
The one thing I can say, though, is the fact that Ursa took literally no damage because of his enrage is insane.
He immediately got speared and stuck on the wall, and like half a second later walks away like, okay, cool, I'm done.
Yeah. And then the God's Rebuke hits, and he was like, oh my god, shield to the face.
La oof. Yeah,
Yes.
that combined with the Sunray on top of him, he's not living here. I think we can make with 100% certain agreement right now that he is not going to be living. I do enjoy the fact that Soup is currently walking the other way, just in case. You never quite know.
He's getting out of there in a hurry.
Yeah, no, at this point, if anything hits him, he dies. It's well, he's 31 health, but armor, no, siege creep can't kill him.
Yeah, he's fine.
No, he's fine. But he doesn't know where the rest of WRG are at the moment, other than the puck, obviously.
Petunia is bloodthirsty. He's pinging out Gyrocopter. He's like, let's kill him.
Murder.
Yeah, we can get him. Come on, guys.
I don't know how long our pauses are going on at the moment, but you know, what you gonna do?
You know, I'm just looking at Puck, and I'm nostalgic for the glory days of when she started with like 78 damage.
You need to calm down. Could you imagine if Puck started with 78 damage in the current meta?
I know, right? But like, no, I just remember playing her, and then you attack the enemy mid like twice, and he goes, "Holy crap, what?"
Oh, ow! Yeah, every now and then, Icefrog finds himself in a nice situation where he goes, who should I give a ridiculous amount of attack damage this time? And there's been a few that haven't had a chance. The current one is obviously Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, Shadow Shaman's insane with his attack damage.
And then, well, I suppose you could also classify Treant Protector, but he's always been that high.
Yeah. I still remember watching a TI where they had the power runes that spawned at 0 minutes.
Oh, double damage tree.
No, haste tree. And he got a triple kill by just chasing the other people down.
As absolutely no one is surprised by the fact that Treant and Ursa both are.
Yep. In a surprise turn of events, the people at 10 HP before the pause die.
With the exception of one, who was running the other way at a massive speed.
Yeah. Coward.
I think there is a fine line between bravery and stupidity, friend, and yeah. So I can agree that he was on the side of bravery there. Or
Invis rune for the soup. Oh no. That's the secret ingredient to make Ember terrifying.
Go invisibility to the soup.
Yes.
Everybody loves your invisible soup. What can I say?
Radiant did see that, so they are pulling back a bit.
Yeah, they know. As looks like they don't really care. They turn around and they're trying to mess up soup as quickly as possible. Woo!
That was very close.
That was a lot of damage.
Phase shift on a 3-second cooldown. No, Dream Coil, sorry, was on a 3-second cooldown. But
Dream Coil. I was going to say phase shift. What is that going to do?
Sorry, as he
it
was
looks
going...
like they are going to try and smoke up and catch MD here. He is a little bit caught forward at the moment. There's the phase shift that we were talking about earlier. Dream calls them all
no.
together now, though, so they might be able to hold them in place for the rest of White Rabbit to come, but nothing so far yet. And they will be able to kill the egg, though. I didn't even see the animation for it there. As Jace now is going to be paying for it with his life. RDK in the backline going, no, this is my fight. I'm all in here. Soup trying to run back now, but now Nemi is also in the fight here. He's trying to end Hams as fast as he can, and he will finally be able to bring him down, but he will pay for it with his life. Soup is now back. He has one other remnant remaining, but it looks like White Rabbit don't really mind. And that ends in a chaotic 3-for-3.
Yeah. So, interesting thing is, if Phoenix eggs and the Winter Wyvern ult is like right next to him, you can still attack the egg.
That egg was very, very unusual. I didn't even see its animation on my screen.
Yeah, so I don't know who was Winter Wyvern ulted, I didn't quite see, but the egg was literally like just down below him. And they were attacking the egg, even though the Winter Wyvern ult had got off.
Phoenix is on their same team.
No,
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, what I mean is if you hit if the egg goes off and there's someone standing next to it, and you Winter Wyvern the person standing next to it,
yeah.
Even though the egg is in the range of the Winter Wyvern ult, you can still do damage to it. It's not affected by the taunt.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Okay. I didn't quite understand what you mean there.
Yeah, that's how they killed the egg.
Sure. That's a nice little play. I like I said, I didn't even know there was a Phoenix egg there. I don't know if it was a visual bug or something, but I didn't even see it as all around the map, finding themselves kill a White Rabbit all of a sudden.
Yep. Ursa busy clawing down a tree while they jump on Mars.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, I'm not. There are too many nature jokes that I can make about a bear marking trees and things like that, so I'm just gonna let it up to people's imaginations. As MD skips the blink dagger and goes straight for Desolator.
I like it. He's going the physical damage. So they've managed to get the Aegis. I don't think they
smoked up. It looked like they wanted to get involved there, but just too slow to the attack. That's Desolator definitely making the difference in speed.
This is a really nice play though, because Tidehunter went the Vlads rather than Ursa.
Sure. Okay.
So the Puck went Desolator, Tidehunter went Vlads, and Ursa could get Battle Fury and still help them take down the Roche very quickly.
Yeah. No, it's a very nice team synergy going on at the moment from White Rabbit. As a 6k net worth lead has found itself suddenly.
Grovebow on Puck, that's horrifying.
Yeah, no, I spotted that during the rush. And the extra magic reduction is going to be very helpful. Did guy next door see that?
He did see that. I don't know
what
that
was an
was
interesting
like.
smoke there from White Rabbit, and it looks like Soup's found himself in a situation where maybe you wouldn't necessarily want to be, and he will, or he should, be brought down fairly easily. He's currently silenced, but they don't have the damage.
That's unfortunate. Petunia wanted to engage, and he just like walked into the range of the egg as it pops.
Oh, well, he is Phoenix, but it looks like this fight's just continuing anyway, as Mars just gets immediately blown up there. Well, the kind of fight continuing over here. At the moment, they're a little bit of a distance between each other, just sort of probing each other for whatever's left. Soup needing to be so careful. He might have jumped the wrong way, and he does get brought down by Puck. A bit of a misplay there.
I really like that phase shift attack move that MD did. That was very flashy.
He really could have just, if he selected the one on top of the hill, he would have gotten away. As it looks like they found Nemi as well. With the Sunray, they're going to try and keep him alive, but there's just far too much damage from Puck. MD giving absolutely no mercy at the moment and just murdering punks one after another. And now you start seeing why Puck is getting banned every game.
Yeah, 100%. The thing that I really like about MD is he's not interrupting his attack animations with the phase shift. He's literally, as soon as the attack goes through, he's phase shifting, so it's like two attacks.
A double attack, yeah. Basically a free Weaver Geminate attack.
Yes.
As it looks like.
Sorry about that.
They might be trying to cause a bit of a fight here. No, but the Dream Caller's back off cooldown again, and it looks like they might be able to bring down Soup without even having to use anything else. Jace walking in, he's just immediately deleted as well, and this is starting to look very scary. Barback brought out on tree and protected. They do want to try and defend their base now, but it doesn't look like White Rabbit want to push it any further. They got their kills. They got the forced Barback and half a tier 3.
Yeah. Sorry about not paying attention during that fight. My cat just fell off of my tower onto my keyboard, so...
Fantastic. I'm pretty certain there's a lot of people who have cats who can completely relate to that. As Gaben giveth a free regen rune to Mr. MD.
To the puck. Let it be known, if you play puck, you shall be rewarded.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why puck has such a good win rate at the moment. It's got nothing to do with how strong the hero is. It's just because you get more luck.
The hero's completely fine, okay?
Yeah. No. I like a joke as much as the next person, but sure. As Smoke brought up here, as my analyst wants to feed me a joke. What is MD having for dinner tonight, Mr. Analyst? He's having soup and ham. I hate the joke. So anyway, it looks like they're going to be able to find themselves a gyrocopter, and he just gets deleted. As so apparently chat handed us that one. So thank you, not thank you.
Yeah, that was horrible. Thank you.
Thank you. I hate it. As it looks like they're putting a little bit of pressure on this bottom tier 2 here, our punks, but yeah. The side of White Rabbit have something much tastier in mind, as the tier 3 mid is now being brought under attack. There is a fortify available at the moment for punks, but at the moment it looks like they might not even bother trying to use it. Nibbling Monkey's taking a lot of damage there. But Arena of Blood being used, not too much at this point. Soup gets deleted by the combination of a multicast and RDK, and with a couple more attacks that bring down the egg too. Jace is here. He'll try and ult to slow things down, but it doesn't matter at all. RDK is just destroying everyone at the moment. And in the backline, AMD, he has so much damage at the moment. He's murdering everybody, and now it's just Nemi left alive to try and protect the base.
That was so well played by Harry the Ham there, by the way. Mars did the Arena of Blood perfectly, waiting for the Phoenix to egg, but the Phoenix couldn't egg because of the Winter's Curse.
Oh, Nemi. No. Yeah. GG.
GG.
That got out of hand very quickly.
Yeah. That's what puck does to you.
Oh. Well, lesson of the day, kids. Bad puck. You got to see your puck game now. Graham, are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy, and now...
Okay, cool. It can go back to being banned every game again. Well, we got game 2 coming up fairly shortly. We're going to have a 10 to 15 minute break quick, and yeah, we'll see you on the other side. So, with that, White Rabbit are now 1 game up in this best of 3, and 1 step closer to continuing down the lower bracket finals. Let's see if Punk can give some sort of a feedback. We'll be back.
Puffy's going to come in and push him here. He's going to find him. Unfortunately, not going to find all the frags. Oh!